McDonald's employee kills her manager. She was upset with her manager and she took the law into her own hands. And this is a tragedy. So I'm not going to delay it any longer. Without further ado, let's start with the young lady who allegedly killed her manager at McDonald's.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got I got to take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps sending her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. Gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on. And then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right. But we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked. And I caught her a few times making a mistake. And she tried to hurry up and play it off. Nobody's perfect. It's God, it happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
she look unstable.
Somebody might get confused. So it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all that animosity and that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me, I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative she's saying about, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That is crazy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all.
She says somebody's about to do something about that. So this was actually filmed, obviously, prior to her unaliving her manager at McDonald's. Obviously, she is very upset with this manager. So I've actually, watching some people who covered this, and they what they were saying, I agree with. I agree. If you're a manager, you're a person that has power, you should definitely be careful on how you treat your employees, right? First and foremost. I do believe that employees in general, man, at the very least, we should tolerate each other. At the very least, tolerate and respect, man. When you work with people, typically you're going to be spending more time with those people than your own loved ones, right? So respect is paramount. I've always felt that way. Okay, so obviously she felt some type of way about her manager and she took things into her own hands. And the outcome was tragic. So the lady that she unalived was a manager at McDonald's for 15 years. She has 6 children. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that. Of course, it made national news. So let's dive into it.
Loved ones of the single mother and McDonald's manager who was stabbed to death while on the job returned to the scene of the crime. This time they're honoring her life. Good evening. I'm Brandon Hudson.
And I'm Taryn Asher. It happened last week at the Eastpointe McDonald's. Her co-worker accused of killing her, leaving the community devastated. Fox News' Camille and Mary joining us now live from this vigil. And wow,
Crazy.
We see all the people behind you. It left a lot of people just truly asking a lot of questions, Camille.
Yeah, an absolutely horrible story we've been covering since the very beginning. And yes, as you can see, a lot of people here getting ready to honor her and pay tribute to Jennifer Harris, 39 years old, single mother of 6, loved by so many, a manager here for 15 years here at this McDonald's. I want you to take a look at her picture and some video from what happened on Thursday, and let's talk about that. I'm sure many of our viewers remember this happened on Thursday morning. She got into a sort of altercation with one of the employees, according to police. She sent that employee home because that employee was not doing their performed duties. This is all according to sworn testimony from a detective in court on Friday. So that employee leaves and comes back about 5 minutes later and allegedly stabs Jennifer Harris several times in the drive-through area inside. Wow. Somebody witnesses it. They are a CPL holder, and they've actually pulled up waiting for their food. They shot a gun into the air to try to stop everything, but it was too late. And then they actually actually held the suspect in custody at gunpoint until police were able to get there. Obviously, this is so devastating for so many people. We got a chance to talk to family members last week when this first happened. And I want you to listen to some of this emotional sound from one of...
Hey, real quick, shout out to the customer that so he was in drive-through, shot his gun into the air to stop this woman from attacking her manager, and from what I understand, stabbed her around 15 times. So I guess the woman was startled by the gunshots, and then she ran, and then he chased her down and held her at gunpoint until law enforcement got there. So shout out to him, man, for stepping up and citizen's arrest, I guess. So let's continue.
Jennifer Harrison's oldest children. She is Antonio Griffin. Take a listen.
My mama was a good person. She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. She woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back.
Wow.
So here we are. This vigil is about to start at any moment.
And the suspect was formally charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and we learned of her violent past.
New details coming out in court on Friday about the gruesome and what prosecutors say was a calculated way to take the life of a mother of 6 and hardworking employee here at McDonald's. The suspect pleading not guilty to a multitude of charges, including first-degree murder.
She stabbed the victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times, eventually causing her death.
Prosecution laying out the gruesome details of how 39-year-old Jennifer "Jamma" Harris lost her life at her place of work at the Eastpointe McDonald's near 9 Mile and Schroeder Thursday morning. The suspect accused of her murder, 26-year-old Eastpointe resident Afeni Muhammad, appearing in court virtually pleading not guilty. Her attorney arguing that Muhammad has had a difficult past.
She was in an extremely abusive relationship that was not only mental but physical.
So you already know the angle that the attorney is going to go. I mean, the attorney's just doing his job. I couldn't be an attorney, maybe a real estate attorney, but not criminal. So, you know, they're going to probably go insanity, right? That she lost her mind. She had went through some things in her life that traumatized her. And this is the reason why she stabbed this lady and unalived the manager. You can already see that's the play that they're going to go, because she pleads not guilty. And take a look.
Detectives say Thursday morning Muhammad was sent home from work early. Before leaving, she told her manager and the victim that she'll be back.
When Muhammad returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hooded mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity, and attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
See, she knew what she was doing. That's premeditated murder, man. So obviously she had problems with her. Leading up to this tragedy, she was on social media, you know, saying, hey, these are all the things that I have a problem with this manager. I am going to, or something is going to be done, so on and so forth. And then you have this here. Definitely an egregious act.
Eastpointe police tell me in their investigation, they also considered the suspect's social media posts, where she is seen waving around a knife in one Instagram video. And discussing being sent home early by Jennifer Harris in previous incidents.
But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that.
Due to the suspect having a record in Virginia for a similar crime involving another knife, the judge set her bond at $25 million cash or surety.
Due to the severity of the charges and the habitual offender status, it makes the defendant a high risk for flight.
If convicted, Muhammad could be spending the rest of her life behind bars.
Could possibly spend the rest of her life behind bars. It is not worth it, man. Let me tell you something. We have all worked with people that we were just not fond of, man. Whether they were just, you know, bullies or just outright assholes or just unpleasant to work with, man. It's not worth your life. It is not worth it, because basically you're throwing your life away. You come to this point to resolve an issue, man, you need to leave that job. You need to leave immediately, man. It is not worth unaliving someone, and it is not worth throwing your life away. This is egregious. This is premeditated. I'm sure the attorney, her attorney, is going to try the insanity plea. Obviously, this is eyewitness account. People are telling, what happened. The gentleman also in the drive-thru saw what was happening. She's already admitted that there was some conflict that she had with this lady in social media. So she was basically already telling on herself, man. Man, I feel bad for the family. I feel bad for the kids. There's 6 kids, man. 6 kids here that they lost their mother to senseless violence that could have been resolved a much better way. Trust me. Quit the job. I don't know. Go for a long walk. Go start working out. Alleviate that stress from your mind, man. It is not worth it. So many great things out here in this life. I understand stress. I understand pressure. I get it. But this here is not the answer, man. Not the answer.